Hello, 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 you beautiful people. Welcome back to another video. This is Jen and Rob from City Living with a Country Heart. Gracie will probably, it is what it is. If they're shaking and noises, you know where it's coming from. Okay, so we're here to do your Q&A answers for you. Surprisingly, a lot of homeschool questions. Don't really know what I was expecting, but I was surprised at the amount of homeschool questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
Okay. Really? So, why did we decide to homeschool our children?
Because you told me we were homeschooling our kids.
Obviously, it's a little bit more for mom. It started, honestly, my, thought processes of a lot of things, when you're pregnant with a baby and all your hopes and dreams and all of those things. I thought about homeschool even when Scarlett was in my tummy. When she came out of my tummy, I ended up having severe postpartum anxiety. So that definitely perpetuated my thought process on homeschool, but I'm not one to just make decision on emotion. Sometimes once. So I did tons and tons and tons and tons and tons, and I still research, still to this day research on homeschool, homeschooling curriculums just about homeschooling in our area, homeschool groups, and obviously our school system as well. I still continue to do research, and I still find that there, for us and our family, are more pros to homeschooling than there are cons, and flip that on the other side as well. And we do have a phenomenal school system here in our town, and listen, I went to the school system here, and truthfully, school was probably one of the most pleasurable things in my life. Our homeschool experience been
Great for me. I don't work.
Obviously, mom does most of the things, and my kids are 2 and 4, so it's not like I'm at that point of homeschooling. My homeschool years are minimal compared to a lot of the moms that I talk to and families that I talk to about homeschooling. I will tell you, every child is different. Every child learns different. How Holden learns to how Scarlett learns is completely different. For me, it's about matching the learning experience to the child, which for them, they are two polar opposite children, and doing what is best for them to achieve the goals that me as their mom and their dad want them to achieve. I think that's so. Trials and tribulations for how the homeschool experience is. I had something set in my mind, and I'm telling you, our homeschool is nothing like what was up there.
And this is all pre-COVID crap, so we had our minds made up about it way beforehand.
Oh, golly, yeah. That was.
This
So
is
no, we did not. If that was a question, and no, we did not decide to homeschool because of the virus and all of the things. And as you guys know, I was and am a paramedic, and that was not. We were homeschooling prior to that. Okay, so bloopers. We'll throw some funny one in. Some blooper footage. I've thought about it many, many, many a times. I'm doing the best I can.
There's not a big enough center button. Like right now, she should have the thing that says centered right here. Big
Right
P.
overhead. Right.
Yeah.
It's there. It's in the making. We'll say it's in the making. It's in the making. What is your biggest goal as a parent? Do you want me to go first, or you go first?
Biggest goal?
What is your biggest goal when we're 80 years old and you're...
My kid would wipe my butt.
Fact on mine too. Fact.
Yeah.
Fact. absolute fact. But that's that's not mine. As the little one's peeking around the corner over there. But yes, that is a goal. Old school values in this house. We are trying to teach the old ways. The old ways before the new ways. You take care of your own and you do all the things that you did back in the day. I mean, it got lost, I feel. It definitely got lost. Humble, kind, independent, strong, productive members.
Just like everybody wants to get the big,
of the human race. I want them, most importantly, as I would say majority of households, want our children to be happy. So that will always take precedence. My child's happiness will always take precedence over anything, just like I'm sure all of yours will as well. Why, Barb, I'm calling you out. Why did I leave you and leave James to pick up the slack?
It was time to take a break.
Yeah, I'm not retired yet. My recert for my paramedic is not up until April. I am definitely leaning toward retiring my medic. It's just not where my heart is anymore. You all know we've been through a lot with, our Graham passing away who lived with us, and just life in general. I'm going to kind of put myself out there a little bit. I'm a survivor of a lot of dark in life, and a lot of you have known me, from the get-go, from early childhood, early childhood. I've survived a lot. I've seen a lot of things. I don't want to see it anymore. I just don't. I want to see more good in the world. I want to see more good in life, and I think that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to start this channel. A life quote of mine is to leave this place, leave this earth better than what I found it, and that is my intention in life, and that is my goal in life, is to just spread a little sparkle, right? A little sparkle in the world, little sugar. From our last video, a little sugar.
Just a little bit.
Right, Sissykins? How do you feel about our channel? What was your thought when I was like, Rob?
Okay. Sure.
I want to do this.
What I say, I was like, go for it. Always have your back on it, Good, bad, whatever. Don't care. Just do it and have fun doing it.
So essentially,
more to come. I mean, the kids are going to get older. They're going to want to help and play. I mean, they do stuff already. Like stick their head in the batter bowl. But what do you think about it? So like having your kids help you out in the videos.
What's it like having my kids help me? Yeah.
I know the answer.
The behind the scenes question. The behind the scenes question. I bribe. I try to get them to a calm place so that, because it's also teaching. You're teaching them about cooking. You're teaching them about baking and measurements. My kids are little. I have to have a lot of patience, because they're 2 and 4. My 4-year-old's over here, just right there.
Say hi, Willie.
Whining. As I'm trying to shoot my video, because in her mind, she's not getting the attention that she needs.
The what? What video?
Oh.
Our. Yes, see, our video.
Good question. I posted it. Other people had asked it. Why, after all this time, did we actually start putting our kids on the internet? I will tell you, it really was not necessarily ultimately it's our decision. We're the parents. Scarlett loves filming these videos. She finds so much joy in them. And a lot of you know, Scarlett has been through a tremendous amount in her tiny little life. And I we chose to not deprive her out of something that gives her joy. And that was our ultimate decision in allowing our children to be on the internet. Again, we made the decision in the beginning out of fear. It was a fear decision to not have our kids on the internet. But I think that fear was a little selfish.
It is.
I do. I think that fear
She enjoys doing it. No,
was a little
her
selfish.
brother likes to do it too.
Mm-hmm.
More like stick his hand in everything. But like we know y'all seen that video of the kid that just helps out and he's like every single time.
You've seen them. You know, you've seen them. They're messy.
That told him to it.
They're messy kids.
He's not a messy kid.
They're messy kids.
He's a controlled mess. Because you know exactly what path he took.
They're
They're
messy kids. Alright, so life goals. Life goals.
We already went and did life goals.
Did we?
Yeah, we
I don't
already
think
did all the questions.
No, we didn't. Life goals. Life goals. We didn't. I didn't. Life goals for me and us. You're on board? You're on board? Farm. That's it. A little farm, a little botanical, little garden, I want some pigs, some chickens, some goats, maybe llama.
All the stuff I get to take care of.
Farm.
Right?
Life goal, farm. Since there was so many homeschool questions, I just want to give a little encouragement out there for any family who is considering homeschooling. My best advice to you is to do your research.
There's a ton of information. Ton.
There's actually more homeschooling families out there than you would think of. Just in our town alone, there's 600 homeschooling families. 600, that's a lot of families.
And we all get together.
Tons of resources for kids. I encourage it. I am a 100% pro homeschool. Any more homeschooling questions you have, definitely feel free. I am all for it. I'm all for it. Whatever works for you and your family, and whatever works in your homeschool for your family, that is what is best. That is what is best. So with that, friends.
You guys, keeps us going. You guys want something to be made, because half the time she doesn't agree with what I pick.
You saw what he picks, y'all. You saw.
Give the people what they want. They want some wholesome goodness in your belly.
You saw.
Not saying this stuff ain't good that you made, but
everything he picks.
Jelly, frosting, cake, donut, do it. Do it.
We will leave you with that. We hope everybody has an amazing week. We hope you enjoyed this video. As always, do all the things.
Keep questions coming. Give us.
Do all the things.
Give us some ideas.
This is fun. I mean, this is date night. This short video that we have here, 24 minutes and 37 seconds. This is our date night. We just had our date night. And I'm sure there's going to be tons of editing and tons of cuts, but that's completely fine because we had some screaming, whiny babies over there. Completely fine. And that is that. Until next time, friends. Bye.
Have fun.